Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with another Xbox Game Pass monthly quest guide. Today we have got a November quest for the game Jackbox Party Pack 4, which of course is available on Game Pass. And this is going to be worth 75 rewards points, and the objective is to earn 5 Bracketeering Cinderellas. And if you're like me, when I first started looking at this, you probably have no idea what that means. But basically we're going to go ahead and get the game started, and I'll show you what that process looks like. So we'll just press A to start from the main screen here. And we're going to choose the game type that's called Bracketeering. And I will say this is the way that I'm going to do this. We're going to need a PC. So I'm going to be kind of split screening here in just a minute, and I'm going to show what's going on my Xbox, and then over to the side I'm going to be showing what's going on my PC. So this is sort of a multiplayer game, and we're just going to play it solo. I'm going to assume that you want to do this by yourself and not have to worry about trying to get it done with friends, because it's pretty tricky to accomplish, but I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. So we'll just press A to get started here, and I'm going to pull up my PC on the upper right corner here, and you can see me with 3 different browser windows open here, and I've just kind of set them up side by side. So each browser window is going to the website jackbox.tv, so you can type that into your browser. The first window that you'll see on the left there is a Chrome browser. The second one is an incognito, and if you don't know how to do that, you can go to new incognito window like I'm showing just there. You just click the 3 dots, new incognito window. So that'll be your second browser window that's open, again just going to jackbox.tv. The third browser window that I have open is using the Edge browser. So I've kind of got 2 different browsers. I've got Chrome on the left, incognito Chrome in the middle, and Edge on the far right, so that it identifies me as 3 different people. The code that I'm typing in what's being seen on the Xbox there, and I've named my first player PL1, just short for player 1. Again, typing in the code for player 2, and PL2 as the username that I chose for that. Type in your 4-digit code in the third window, and PL3. And then I'm going to kind of talk about the idea behind this. So if you think about the Cinderella story, no one thinks in the beginning of the story that she'll be a winner, but she deserves to win, and she does win. And that kind of strategy is going to come into play in the game that we go through here. And yeah, so we're going to make sure that we don't predict that she'll win, but then we're going to mark her as deserving to win so that she always does win. And the 3 suggested answers, or the 3 players' sets of suggested answers I would suggest that you type in, and that you'll see me typing in, are for player 1, just AAA, Cinderella as the second answer, the less likely to win answer. For player 2, BBB, CCC. For player 3, the 2 answers, again you'll see this in just a second, are just DDD and EEE. You can type in whatever you'd like, but if you want to follow along perfectly with what I'm doing here, then these are the answers that you should type in. Now, watch what's going on your Xbox screen. If you see the sort of spacey thing going on in the background, that's when you want to pick the answer that actually says the word Cinderella that you're typing in. If you see the desk on screen where you're predicting who's going to win, don't pick Cinderella. So you'll see me go through this again in just a second, but basically if you see the desk, don't pick Cinderella. If you see the space, do pick Cinderella as the answer that deserves to win. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and click Everybody's In on the PL1, the player 1 window here at the upper right, and that will get the game started. So you're going to have to do 5 of these, like it said at the beginning. We'll just skip the tutorial, and I'll tell you what to click on as we go through here. So assuming you put all of the answers in the same way I did, your game should look fairly similar to mine. It doesn't really matter what the question is that comes up because we're putting in that Cinderella answer. So here we go. For player 1, we're going to type in just those suggested answers that I said, AAA, and click Submit, and that's going to ask for a second best answer. That second best answer should be Cinderella, just to make it easy so that we know what we're doing here. All right, switch over to player 2's window here. We're going to type in BBB and submit, CCC and then submit. Switch over to the third player's window and type in the other 2 answers, D and E. All right, so the first voting is going to come up here. Now, because we see the desk, we're never going to pick Cinderella here. Now, I actually don't see Cinderella on any of the voting screens. So if I don't ever see Cinderella, then I do kind of a mixture. You'll see me kind of go, pick just a variety of answers. Doesn't really matter as much. Okay, now we're seeing the space, and we do see Cinderella. So we're going to pick Cinderella here, saying that she deserves to win this bracket. So Cinderella gets 100%, which is perfect. She moves on to the next part of the bracket. All right, now in the next set of answers, we don't see Cinderella here. So again, just picking a mixture doesn't really matter as much.
Could have predicted this one. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference.
And on the next screen, we don't see Cinderella again, so we're just picking a mixture again.
That was a real nail biter.
Again, no Cinderella, so we'll just pick a mixture of answers. And you'll see some other answers like the gasoline answer here that was generated by the game. Don't worry about, picking that one or not picking that one. Doesn't really matter. So you'll have some answers that were added in by you, and then some answers that were just automatically added in by the game. All right, now I see the red desk, so let's make sure we do not pick Cinderella while the red desk is on the screen here. And for the third one, you can pick whatever you like. Just make sure you don't pick Cinderella when the red desk is on the screen. You can only pick her when you see this spacey screen. And here's the spacey screen with Cinderella, so make sure we pick her here. We do think she deserves to win. Like I said at the beginning, nobody predicted that she would win, but she deserves to win, and she does win. All right, Cinderella is not in this vote, so we'll just again pick a mixture of answers.
An early favorite emerges. That match had more comebacks than Liza Minnelli. Everyone bets on the favorite and cashes in. And now the definitive matchup. What is the coolest baby first word?
All right, here we go. We've got Cinderella and space, so you know what that means. We're picking Cinderella.
We have our first winner. Wow, what a bracket. Let's see how the scores shook out.
All right, so that is the end of the first bracket. So at this point, once the score comes up here, you'll probably unlock an achievement or two at this moment, but you also should have one of your 5 Cinderella brackets complete. So there are 3 rounds in a single game, so you can actually go ahead and in a single game here, if you go through all 3 brackets, you could rack up 3 out of your 5 Cinderellas that you need. And you can always hop out to the Game Pass app if you want to check and see how much progress you've made on working towards the 5 Cinderella brackets. So I'm not going to go through the process of showing all 5 of the Cinderella bracket wins that I got. We'll kind of just skip straight to the end here and go ahead and look at the completion of the quest. But basically that's the process. Just make sure that whenever you see the desk, you don't pick Cinderella, and whenever you see space, you do pick her, and you should get your quest completion by going through that process. So, like I said, just skipping ahead here to the finish of the 5th game, or the 5th bracket. Like I said, you can get 3 in a single game, and then you could play the first 2 brackets of the 2nd game to finish it out and get all 5 of the bracket wins that you need for Cinderella. And this was my 5th one, so we should see the quest completion here in just a second. And there it is. We'll go ahead and turn in the monthly quest for the Jackbox Party Pack and unlock those 75 rewards points. So that's going to do it for the Jackbox Party Pack 4. I hope that worked out well for everybody. I'll have quest guides coming out for all the other monthly quests and the weekly quests as well here on my channel, so stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find links in the description for other social media links of mine. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.